Oh, and trust your feelings is our topic for today in this inspiration series, which I do every Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific. I am Pragito from discovermeditation.com, and welcome, 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 everyone. I am thrilled and delighted to have you all here, and let's talk about trusting your feelings, because a lot of you have told me that this is a topic that's of great interest to you. I've had a lot of people asking me about this topic, so I thought, let's talk about it. And please write your comments if you have any questions as we go along, if I'm saying something you want me to talk about, expand upon a bit. So I have three major keys to talk about today about trusting your feelings. And the first one is awareness. Awareness of your feelings. You can't trust your feelings if you're not even aware of them, if you don't even know what your feelings are. So the first practice I suggest that you do, and you can do it right now, is become aware of your feelings. Just right now, become aware of your feelings, whatever they are. There's no right or wrong, good or bad. There's simply what is. So become aware of your feelings right now with non-judgment and compassion for yourself. There's no way your feelings should be or ought to be at any given moment. They're simply the way they are. And the more you can be honest about what they are, ignoring all the shoulds in the mind that might be coming in, the more you can be honest about your feelings, even if you don't like them. Let's say, for example, you feel sad right now, or you're feeling a sense of loss, or you're feeling kind of frustrated and angry and irritable. Just let that be there. Just let those feelings be there now. Don't try and change them. Just allow them. Befriend them. Become familiar with them. Because these feelings are your internal weather. And they're actually very valuable. Because they tell us, they're like antenna. They tell us what is a good idea for things for us to do or not do, for example. If you're around a person that makes you feel irritable a lot of the time, or makes you feel sad or kind of down, you might want to take a look at that relationship and see if it's one you want to continue. So the important thing here is to be honest with yourself about your feelings. So becoming aware of the feelings and then being honest about what they are. Because when you can be really honest about your feelings, even if you don't like them, then this brings a lot of relaxation. And it's a way, hi Daryl, glad you could join us. It's a way you can let go of a lot of stress. Just to be here now and allow your feelings with great awareness. I myself had to learn this. I spent most of my childhood in a kind of paralyzed numbness. Thank you for the hearts. Because I had a lot of pain and fear and anger that I was stuffing down. Because the situation I was in as a child was very dysfunctional, very challenging. So I learned to stuff down all my feelings and live in my head. And then when I was 12, I started smoking cigarettes. And then I started all the usual, the drinking and all these things, trying to numb everything out because I didn't want to feel anything. And over time, through my meditations, the different meditations that I do and teach, especially the expressive meditation techniques, I learned to allow myself to feel my feelings, which isn't always easy. Sometimes it's really easy when we're happy and full of joy. It's important to feel those too, by the way. It's more the pain and the sadness and the grief and the loss. Those are the ones that are more difficult to allow and to feel. But when you do, there are rich rewards to be gained because you're letting go of a lot of stress. It's very stressful to carry around unresolved emotions. It's very stressful on the body and on the mind. It can lead to all kinds of problems for you. So key number one, awareness of your feelings. Just take a moment here or there, maybe take 30 seconds each day, and just bring your attention to your feelings and what they are. Now, the second key is acceptance. Now, this is easy when we're happy and joyful and life is swinging along great. But the not so easy emotions and feelings are more difficult for us to accept because we don't like them. Now, it's okay not to like them. I mean, I don't think anybody really likes to be feeling sad and upset or full of grief. But those feelings are there for a reason. There's a message in them for us. If we can find the courage, because sometimes it takes courage, to allow ourselves to feel them and accept them. Now, as I've said, acceptance doesn't mean you have to like them, but you do have to accept them. Because if you don't, you're making things far worse for yourself. If you have a lot of emotional pain and you don't want to know about it, so you avoid feeling your feelings by busyness, by drinking, by eating, or all kinds of avoidance strategies, then you're actually making things worse for yourself. Because the pain is there anyway, and then by pushing it down, and let's say the strategy, avoidance strategy you're using is eating, then you're just adding weight on to your body, which isn't good, causing yourself more problems. So when you can find the courage to accept the feelings without any judgment, non-judgment, there's no right or wrong, there's no good or bad, there's just what is. Allowing the feelings to be there, accepting them, and accepting that you don't like them. Because if you don't accept them, it means you're fighting. So you're like this, yeah, you're fighting yourself. And that creates more pain. So the easiest thing to do, and the way to get the quickest results, is to allow yourself to feel the feelings, accept them, and feel them. Feeling is healing. Feeling is healing. You can do this anytime that you think of it during the day. Just stop for a moment First of all, awareness, step one, key number one. What are my feelings right now? And number two, accept them. It's the honesty again here, accepting what they are. And in the very acceptance, something can shift. I've experienced this myself many, many, many times because I've done all these practices for many, many years and healed a lot of my own pain. I had a tremendous amount of pain in me. And this is what I've done to heal it. I'm sure I still have residual, probably I do, residual bits of pain, but the vast bulk of it has been healed. This is how I did it. And I'm telling you, it's really worth doing. It's not always easy when you're actually in it, but if you can hang in there, pain will transform into peace at some point. And then you become filled with this amazing inner peace. The universe always rewards us when we're willing to do something hard like that. There's huge rewards for us, and the pain does transform into peace and love. So in the very acceptance, what happens is that you become more relaxed. You stop fighting, because remember when we're fighting, we're like this, full of tension. But when you accept, look at my hands now, see them, palms open, accepting brings a deep relaxation because you're not fighting anymore. And in that relaxation, transformation can happen. Peace and love can appear for you. You have to try it. You have to experience it for yourself. So key number one is, first of all, the awareness of your feelings. And key number two is acceptance. Whether you like them or not, accept them. Hey, Deborah, so glad you could join us. Welcome, welcome. And now we're going on to key number three, which is compassion. It's very important to have tremendous compassion for yourself. No critical thoughts, no judgments. Remember, acceptance. Thank you for the hearts. Acceptance. I've got a question here, have I? First key to transformation, acceptance. Like you say, though, sometimes easier than others. Yes, peace is what I want. Okay, Daryl. Yes, peace is what everyone wants. And this is how you get the peace. By allowing the feelings, awareness of the feelings, acceptance of the feelings, and then having compassion for yourself. Key number three. So I've given you three keys. Compassion for yourself. Compassion is the highest form of love because compassion expects nothing in return. When we love someone and we want a cycle of reciprocity, the love to come back in a cycle. But with compassion, compassion expects nothing in return. And we can have, yes, compassion for others, but compassion starts with yourself. You must have compassion for yourself first, and only then can you really have compassion for others. So compassion for yourself, that you have these feelings. And of course, I'm talking about the ones you don't like so much. The sadness, the grief, the feeling of loss, jealousy maybe, irritation, anger, fear. Allow them, accept them, and have compassion for yourself for why they're there. You might know why they're there, you might not know why they're there. It doesn't really matter. They're there. And the compassion is a way that you can envelop yourself in love. You can also invite in your divine helpers, the angels, if you're connected to the angels, the archangels, ask them to help you. Everybody has a guardian angel. Everybody has access to angels. All you have to do is ask. They can't help you unless you ask. Ask them to help support you as you allow these feelings to be there. And they will. They will absolutely help you. Or any divine guides you have. Whoever you pray to, God, whoever it is that can bring you divine healing energy to help you with your feelings. And then we come to trusting your feelings, which is our topic for today, trusting your feelings. So first of all, awareness of your feelings, know what they are. Key number 2, accept your feelings, acceptance. Key number 3, have compassion for yourself. Because then you can really trust your feelings. Because you've been spending time getting to know your feelings, befriending your feelings, and absolutely trust them. Because our feelings give us messages. They help us as we go through life. You might have a bad feeling about going to a party somewhere, or doing business with a particular person, or hiring a particular person, or a particular friend that maybe they're not such a great friend because you don't have a good feeling about them. Yes, many ways in life, our feelings help us to make decisions and help us navigate through life. So when you make a practice of being present with your feelings, knowing what they are, accepting them, having compassion for yourself, then trusting your feelings becomes very, very easy. I know, because I've gone the whole journey from when I was completely numbed out, I had no idea I even had any feelings about anything, to following these practices. I trust my feelings implicitly now. They help me. And I always trust them, even if I don't totally understand why I'm doing something sometimes. If I get the feeling, then I trust it. Follow the feeling. So I'm so glad. Thank you, Daryl, for saying this is very helpful for you. I hope it's been helpful for everybody else who is here and who will see this on the replay. I am very happy to be here talking to you all, and really enjoy your comments and your feedback. And I look forward to talking to you again. This series called Inspiration is on Sundays at 5 p.m. Pacific. And if you want to join my Wednesday morning meditation, which is at 10 a.m. Pacific, then come and join my Laughing Buddhas Network group, Facebook group, because the Wednesday morning meditation is in that group only. So thank you so much. I'm grateful as always for you joining me, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care, everybody.